You know she's gonna be making a serious video if she's doing her makeup. Am I right or am I right? My introduction now because it's been a very long time since I've actually filmed something. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Different room, different layout. Oh my god, what is happening? Yes, I know. So the whole purpose of this video is to do like a little catch up while I do my makeup for another few videos which may or may not be on my channel depending on how they go, but they're more for like job things. So while I'm getting ready and making myself look presentable for like on camera audition, I'll just let you know what's happening in my life because it's been quite a while. I mean, half of the videos which will be hopefully posted by the time this comes out. If not, this will come out before anything happens, but I'll just give you a rundown while I get things ready. I'm just going to try and find a Pinterest look for the video that I'm going to have to film, and then I'll update you on everything. I have decided the look. It is a purple smoky. How am I going to get started? I have like a towel laid out so I don't do any damage to the brand new carpet or I get in trouble for doing damage, even though I shouldn't, hopefully. Everything's in bags too, so like I'm protecting everything kind of. Got my coffee, we're getting ready. Sorry, iced coffee. Also sorry, iced latte to be exact. Iced latte for coffee snobs like me. We've got that, we've got the juice, we're going, we're doing this. So I think first of all I'm going to start off with just priming my face, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty of the eye makeup, and then we'll go into just the face after that. I don't know where my like headband's gone to push everything back, but it's okay. And if the lighting's bad, I apologize. I haven't found a good spot for filming and lighting yet, especially when this construction work is going around everywhere. Nothing's great. I haven't even been by the pool yet because there's so many construction workers who aren't even good looking. They're all old men. Not my ideal type. Okay, well anyways, also starting off with the primers, which I'm using e.l.f. primers. One's a blemish control and one's a hydrating one, just because my face gets really dry with makeup, and also the blemish control is just to kind of keep my acne at bay because it gets pretty bad with makeup. Like they just spout out of nowhere, so it kind of helped. So I guess a rundown of things, because I think like the videos that I should be editing and should be posting soon will be the stuff that's to do with my ankle and moving. So I'm kind of keeping the ankle one like a bit behind because there's heaps of stuff that needs to happen with it, like another surgery and extensive rehab. So that one I'm not really fussed of like getting out straight away. That one I'm like taking my time with, and I haven't even looked at it. But then I've got my moving vlog, which I kind of need to get up straight away, and I haven't even looked at it because it's messy. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. But I guess like an update on things of life. My ankle's going well, I guess. It's still very swollen. Can't really see it. I don't have any like definition in my leg anymore. It's all gone. But I'm slowly weight bearing. It's uncomfortable as usual, and waiting for the Brisbane hospital to ring me to book my next surgery to get everything out. So yeah, I mean everything will be explained in my leg video, but let's just say I've got a fractured fibula, I've got a complex fracture of my ankle joint. I had to have surgery to put pins in, and then I'm having another surgery to take those pins out, and then I'll be in rehab for a very long time. So that's kind of what happened. All of that is explained in the videos that will be out soon, and then more will be on that. Like I just don't want to explain it in this video because it's not really for that. Like I'm doing a whole bunch of like series for that purpose that it's not really necessary to talk about it on here. And then same with like moving, like there's not much to really say when it's all going to be explained in like the other video that I'm like series that I'm going to be posting. Like I'm not sure if I'm going to be editing them or if I'm going to get to edit them, because someone did offer to edit my videos and I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot, see how you go. And they're going to do it for free because they want to see how they'll go. So I'm not sure if they're going to edit that one or not. But my lease went up. Oh, flying back up. Yeah. The lease went up to my unit on the 21st of October, and I finished uni on the 11th of October. So it was kind of, do I renew my lease and continue living alone with a broken ankle? in Bathurst doing absolutely nothing with my degree and just, you know, yeah, absolutely doing nothing? Or do I, you know, pack up and move home and save for a bit and find a job there? And it was kind of more like, let's pack up, let's move home for a bit, save a bit of money and just, you know, kind of adjust and just, you know, get my bearings after doing extensive, like, you know, how many years of, like, you know, schooling, and just, you know, just get a break and relax for a bit and then find a job. And then obviously with my ankle, it was more like, you know what, this is probably a better idea to move out and to, you know, live at home for a bit while I recover, while I heal, because it's going to probably be better in the long run. Like, I'll recover properly if I'm living at home, because, like, of course I'll still have to do things, but I won't have to do everything by myself and I can have help with it. So it was just like, just a more safe and viable option to come home, to not only recover but to save money and to find a job and just try and, you know, heal my mental exhaustion, I guess, so if that's a safe way to put it. And yeah, so while I didn't get accepted into Brisbane straight away because of COVID, like, I put my exemption through and it got declined. So the exemption that you, so to get, when all the borders are closed, Queensland had, you can do a border pass or you can try and get an exemption. Exemption was if you're living in a hotspot, or like New South Wales, like a state that was declared as a hotspot, you had to go and ask for an exemption. You have to give them all these paperwork and documents to, you know, hope that they will let you into the state. And mine got declined. It was a very, very heavy push, but it got declined because I couldn't fly. Like, I wasn't allowed to drive due to the fact that I'm driving from a hotspot. So they wanted everyone to fly and then quarantine. And I was like, I can't fly. Like, I have everything that I own in my car and I can't leave my car in the middle of nowhere with no one to look after. And how am I going to get my car back when, like, there's and also when there's all my belongings in it, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can really do unless you can get, like, a medical certificate stating that you medically can't fly. We have to cancel the exemption. I was like, are you serious? Like, all the medical stuff that I've given you, all, like, you know, the lease and all that kind of stuff, me being homeless is not enough. Like, no, like, you need to have a medical reason if you can't fly. And I was like, I have a broken leg. Like, that's not good enough. I was like, rightio, okay. So we gave them an option. I was like, well, if I quarantine in Canberra, does that mean I can drive? And they're like, honestly, we didn't think about that, but technically, yeah, if you quarantine in Canberra, because Canberra's not a hotspot. Canberra was cleared since, like, July. If I quarantine there for 2 weeks, and if they open the borders up for people to drive, I can legally get there without having to quarantine and, you know, live home. So I packed up everything from Bathurst. The removalists came, and then everything was put into my car, and then I drove to Canberra on the day that I had to move, and everything in my car, and I stayed in Canberra for 2 weeks. And yeah, like, and then also on the day of, like, all the removals coming in, I was cleared to start weight bearing on my leg, which was great. It was perfect. So yeah. And then after, like, that roughly 2 weeks of, like, when Queensland was doing all the election and they opened the border, straight away was on my way to Queensland. I stopped up at Harry's for the night because it's a very long drive. Like, from Canberra and also from Bathurst, it's like a 12-hour drive, and I couldn't do that in one day. So I drove to Newcastle, which was 5 hours roughly, stayed there for the night, and then I drove straight to Brisbane early in the morning. And that's like a 9 to 10 hour drive. That killed me. I, like, amount of times I almost fell asleep because it was just so boring and long. It was ridiculous. And then, yeah, now I'm here. Yeah, so now I'm in Brisbane, and I'll be here until, like, obviously I find a job and, like, my ankle is fully recovered. Like, I got the clear to do thing. That's just the main thing. Like, being, like, it's just recovering. As soon as I'm clear to, you know, do things, I'll be able to get out of family's hair. Because I think that's what really getting them right now, is the fact that I'm just here and, like, I can't do anything. Like, I can't help anything. I can't help anyone out. I'm just kind of stuck, lingering, asking if there's anything I can do when there really isn't. I think that's really, like, getting to them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, there's not much I can do. Like, I really want to help out, and like, we all understand it, but it's annoying. but I can't help out and do anything. So like in the meantime, I guess like I'm just like, you know, trying to figure out like what to do in my spare time, like where do I want to work, like what do I want to do for work, and all that kind of stuff. And quite frankly, like right now what I kind of want to focus on is like my future, like my business, I guess, is something that I want to focus on. And by like business, I mean, you know, my photography and my YouTube, and then hopefully streaming, like doing all that kind of stuff. Like just trying to get that somewhere, or like, you know, focus, like work on building it and, you know, getting it all prepared for a potential, you know, release or something like that. Like I would love to make YouTube and stuff like something that's serious, if that makes sense. Like I know it's really hard, but it's something that I would love to make like serious. Cause I love like, you know, creating content, and I love talking to you guys, and I love just like chatting and you know, filming things. Same with like photography. And then like I would also love to, you know, stream and get like streaming going. And that's like an investment. Streaming's such an investment. But it's something that, you know, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't say no to. That was something that I would definitely want to invest time and effort into. Because I like playing games and I like talking to people while playing games. So it's something that I'm trying to look into and start doing, which I have. Like I've started doing it with work, but I want to do it on my own like platforms. But yeah, like I guess like, so while I'm unable to, which is like good, like I have a medical exemption, so like I medically cannot work. I have a form saying that I can't work until the 6th of December, so until I'm like probably cleared to work, I'll just, you know, try and start. But yeah, so until like I'm allowed to, you know, work and do physical exercise, I'm going to try and do my best to create more content on like YouTube in different aspects. So I obviously not really vlogging right now because I can't really move too much, and there's like no place I can really go that would be safe for me to go, and I have no idea where things are in Brisbane, Queensland. And so I think like stuff that I'll probably just try and like mainly do is like obviously sit down and chat, and like maybe some more cooking or gameplays or whatever. Like obviously suggest some things for me guys to do, but yeah, like until I can like really like probably like all my vlogs will probably be like the quarantine vlogs and very uninteresting, and me not leaving the house and just like, what do I do while I'm not able to do anything, sort of stuff, if you're okay with that. But yeah, like I guess while I'm like this, I kind of do want to really try and start, you know, getting gameplays, like start like streaming on Twitch, even though like it won't be like the latest game or anything like that, because I don't have the money to afford that since I'm unemployed. It'll just be like, you know, playing through all of my Xbox games so I can get rid of them for once finally, and just, you know, seeing what I can like do on there. But I feel like that's like the only thing I can really do, and then obviously posting those gameplays up on here, like editing them and just doing like the best items on there. I don't know what, but I'm kind of digging like how my eyeliner isn't perfectly straight. Kind of digging that. And yeah, go from there. But it's just so hard to figure out what to do with life when you are not allowed to do anything. Like work is going to be hard to like find, because obviously I can't work, and then I don't know how long I'm going to be out, and there's heaps of jobs going right now, but I can't work because I am hazard. It's like dangerous for me to work, and all that kind of stuff. It's all over the place. My face is breaking out due to stress, and yeah, I'm just so exhausted. Like everything's just making me cry. Like the fire alarm in my room makes me cry. I looked at it as soon as I arrived here, like the first night. I looked at the fire alarm and I was like, why is that in there? And I started to cry. And then what else made me cry? The TV in my room made me cry. Because like, why is it in such an inconvenient spot? It's like, really, Bacon? That's the reason why. What else? I was editing a flower for like Redbubble. So I was like posting a whole bunch of merch things on there. So if you want to help me out, support me, buy my merch, buy like all my photography stuff that's on Redbubble. I'm slowly posting it there. But like, I was editing a flower and that made me cry, and I was like, really? Could I get any more? And it's like not hormones at all. Like, I'm not due for my period. It's just because I cry when I'm very stressed and like physically exhausted. I stress cry. It's not great. So yeah, but there's like heaps of adjusting for me to do here, and for dad and his partner. Like, there's heaps of adjusting for us all to do and get used to it, because I've been living alone for like 3 years. It's been weird. Like, and then to move straight back into home after 3 years of living alone, it's different, and it's a lot for both parties to, you know, take in. So slow steps. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens and that happened, and I was kind of like not prepared for it at all. So I don't know, we'll see. Like, even now in the time being, I think like I might try and do my masters so I have more qualifications to get a job and get employed and more experience. And like, I think obviously when I'm still looking for like a job with my profession, I will probably, you know, go back to doing like a casual part-time like hospitality job again, making coffee, because I miss making coffee, honestly. I miss being a barista. I really do. As weird as it sounds, I do miss it. There's a lot happening. There's a lot has happened. Like, it's been a full-on, like a really full-on 3 months since, you know, the end of uni, graduating, and, you know, breaking my leg, and then also having to pack up everything and move to a different state. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot for someone to go through alone. I don't think many people realise that as well, but it's a big change. It's a massive change, and it sucks when that change is happening and there's heaps of opportunities that are opening up, but you can't do them because you're also injured. But you move on, keep doing things as much as you can. And yeah, so I think like the saving grace of me though right now is just being able to participate in live streams with GRWM and just, you know, interact with people online, because I don't really know anyone in Queensland. And while I could say like, yeah, Tinder and Bumble is doing like, you know, great things for me now, it's not, because I'm not comfortable enough to go out and interact with random people while I'm injured, while I'm in a moon boot, while like my body's like not in great condition, while I look like something's wrong with me. I'm not comfortable going out and like talking to random people who don't actually know me, because it's weird. Like, hard to explain, but all I can say is that walking around in a moon boot is very uncomfortable and awkward and embarrassing. Like, I just don't like doing it, and I don't want to like meet people that I find like attractive or interesting while in this, you know, situation and position. I really don't. And all people be like, just suck it up, like it's fine. It's like, it's my mental health though. Like, I don't want to risk, you know, having like meeting up with some random and then have them, you know, saying shit about me and like, you know, joking around about it. It's like, it's not fun for me to go around walking around like this alone, let alone with someone I don't know, especially in a place that I don't like, I'm not familiar with. So yeah, I kind of want to do like a house tour. I like the house, like the place I'm living at, like go around like where I am, like this is where I am, guys. Like, not kind of expose myself, but like, you know, This is the new place. My room isn't like fully like done yet. I kind of like, there's so much more that I kind of want to do with it. Like add things, like buy things, but of course you need money to buy things and I don't have money because I don't have an income. So we're not doing that. We're just gonna survive a bit for the time being. Set it. And yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. I feel like that's kind of like a small sum up of what's kind of happened while I've been like really like, you know, dead with vlogs. It's kind of like a small sum up of what's happened and what's to come in like the next few videos that I will be uploading soon. It's just, yeah, like I've got the leg video, like my broken leg video. I've got my moving videos. So there's like heaps of stuff that I've filmed. I just need to, you know, edit it and make sure it's like, you know, finalized and it's all done sort of thing. Like the moving one, I can start editing and like, you know, posting that because I finally arrived. The leg one I'm not going to do until everything is done. Like I won't start like properly editing and like, you know, finalizing it and then slowly publishing it until it's like all kind of like almost finished. But that's kind of what's happening right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little do my makeup and catch up video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. Follow my social medias, which will be in the description below if you want to help me out. My PayPal's below as well, and also if you want to buy some of like my artwork, that's also below. And leave suggestions of what you guys would want to see while I cannot do much. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.